Hi, I'm Gabriel.
Hi, I'm Derek.
And this is Black Forest Comics Weekly Review, Episode 1.
Our review, we're going to talk about pretty much anything comic related or Marvel is what we're going to go over. So, first we're going to go ahead and get started with what?
We're going to start with our top 3 individually, as well as one pick of our favorite kids comic that came out this week. So we're going to let Mr. Derek go first.
Well, there was a lot of great titles that came out this week. Go ahead and go over is one that comes out, to me, seldom. It comes out every few months, I guess. This is number 4.
The release is inconsistent.
Very much inconsistent. It's of Secret Six. Now, Secret Six, it starts off as this team, the Secret Six team, which is who, if you've been reading along or with us, with the actual story, they all end up in this kind of trap. That was an interesting little cliffhanger there. So what do you got for me?
First one for me is going to be Godzilla in Hell. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the Godzilla Rulers of the Earth run that recently ended last week, and now Godzilla in Hell is going to take over the Godzilla run. And if you ever read the Godzilla comics, there's really not a lot of words. So in this comic, it's about him literally falling into hell. You don't like to read, but you like pretty pictures? And this comic is for you. And that's my choice.
I know quite a few people who are actually interested in that book, actually, just because, you know, like a words.
Thanks, IDW.
Yay! Next book I want to go ahead and get into is going to be the Book of Death. Dun dun dun. Valiant is going to be killing off all of their characters. Correct? All of them? All of them. Ends so well that I just had to bring it in my top 3. Actually begins with the Book of Death foretold with a tree that is pretty much a graveyard of people on it. There's people
amazing.
Skewered all the way through it.
Blood, guts.
And I know you've got a chance to read it.
Entrails becoming your outrails. This was one of my favorite books as well. I just didn't want to pick it because he picked it and I didn't want to be a copycat. Because that's not cool. So, Book of Death is pretty awesome. Again, I'm biased because I love Valiant. So, my second choice. Superman, Wonder Woman, number 19. This is going to continue off the Truth story arc, and it's going to find Superman and Wonder Woman fighting the Suicide Squad in a cemetery in Smallville. Oh, pretty amazing. So without going any more into that, you got to check it out. It's got a lot of Harley Quinn quips, and Black Manta fighting Superman. Pretty awesome. Awesome.
My next one was going to be Martian Manhunter number 2. Now, those of you who don't really know who Martian Manhunter is, he's pretty much a Martian who has pretty much the power to kill Superman, but just doesn't do so.
Super strong.
Very strong, can change, you know, transform into different beings. And if you don't know who Martian Manhunter is, or actually had a chance to read about it, you should definitely pick up these next 2. This one actually starts off with Superman going to fight Martian Manhunter. Now, currently in Superman's form, current form, if you haven't already been paying attention, he's not exactly as strong as he originally is. Dun, dun, wah. So, introduces this character named Mr. Biscuits, who's pretty much this masked, 8-foot-tall, skinny, lanky frog kind of creature guy. And
he's not flaky or buttery.
No, not at all. No. So it's a very interesting story. It's worth reading and worth actually figuring out.
My third choice is going to be Image Invincible, number 121. If you've been keeping up with the Invincible storyline, Rex has kind of taken over the world by force and killed a number of heroes in the Invincible Universe story arc, which was about maybe 20 issues altogether. And yeah, so he's now the ruler of the Earth, so to say, but he's really made things a lot better. So it makes you think, is a Totarian hand a good idea? Anyway, so there's a group of heroes that are trying to ban against Rex and fight back against the Totarian rule. And I'll let you read it. I can't tell you anymore.
Alright, so what's the next part that we want to go into?
Now we're going to say our top pick for the kid comics.
Top favorite pick goes to Scott Young. Recently he came out with his own comic, and it's called Little A versus X Marvel. This is number 2 of the edition. The first one was hilarious. This one I love just as much because the way everything is drawn, it's just so bright, and the story is actually really good too. It's kid friendly, but it's also adult friendly because it has its quips, its quirks about it. All right, that's my pick for the kids comics.
And this Avengers vs. X-Men, that's a tie-in to Marvel's reboots with their Battle World Secret Wars is what this is tying into. So it's going to be a short-run series, so you got to try to pick them up while they're out right now. Okay, my choice is going to be Sonic Worlds Unite Battles #1. And what this one, this is actually the variant cover, the sketch cover. What this comic has 3 different battles in it. So it's a pretty cool story arc what's doing. There's a whole bunch of tie between Mega Man and Sonic right now.
All right, some honorable mentions of the week are going to go to Hawkeye #22, this being Hawkeye's final issue.
Yes.
So if you haven't gotten a chance to pick this one up yet, go ahead and do so. If you love the series like I do, make sure you get this issue. This is the final one.
Yeah, there's 2 different Hawkeye story arcs right now. There's the all-new Hawkeye, which issue 5 is going to come out this Wednesday. And then there's Hawkeye, #22 that just came out this past Wednesday. And that's the one that's ending. And that's going to kind of lead us into the new Marvel story arc once they're done with Secret Wars Battle World. And this is where Marvel's going to pick up with the Hawkeye story.
The next one is going to be Justice League #42. Now, there are some great things that are happening here. Amazing things that we cannot tell you. But that is just an amazing...
Dark Side War.
Yeah, it's
Part 2.
Quite awesome. We have Ant-Man Annual, JLA #2, and then Deathhead. Deathhead made the list at Deathhead #1. If you're big into things like Harrow County and that kind of stuff, you should definitely pick this one up and take a look at that one.
Yes. If you like mystery, murder type of stuff, Deathhead is amazing. So moving on to what's coming out this Wednesday. There's a large number of comics that are coming out. There's a whole bunch of awesome comics. First one we're going to talk about is Hawkeye #4. This is the all-new Hawkeye, so that's coming out this Wednesday. Hawkeye. Another one that's interesting that's going to come out is Archie vs. Predator #4. Now this is a 4-part series of Archie fighting the Predator. Issue 4 that's coming out tomorrow. It's the end of the issue, the end of the series. And what else is coming out is a one-shot of Archie versus Sharknado. So you gotta get out and pick that up, especially if you love Sharknado.
Yeah, Sharknado fans, this is going to be one of those things to get.
Next one's coming out, Batman 66 #25. What's interesting about this one is this is going to be the introduction of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy into the Batman 66 comics. So, Book of Death, Fall of Bloodshot #1. Again, if you've been reading into the Valiant covers, if you're a Valiant fan, this is one to pick up. They're tying into all the Book of Death covers. Next one, Cyborg #1. It's #1 of Cyborg. He's getting his own comic. You gotta love that. If you love Teen Titans, if you love anything Titan, you need to come pick up Cyborg. If you love DC, come pick up Cyborg.
My personal favorites coming up is going to be Fight Club. If you haven't had a chance to read Fight Club, any of them, pick up 1, pick up 2, pick up variant covers. Those are just absolutely amazingly done. They are done by the same person who wrote the original Fight Club book and who even worked on the original Fight Club movie. So it's not like it's somebody doing their own rendition of Fight Club. No, it's from the actual person who wrote the book. So if you're doing things on the book that you can't do on the screen.
JLA Gods and Monsters Batman #1. If you are looking for the JLA Gods and Monsters DVD to come out, it's amazing. We saw a pre-release and it's, how to say this, it's a Hispanic Superman. I'm sold. Hispanic Superman. Yeah. You got me. I hit it. Okay, also, Kanan the Last Padawan #4 is coming out. And that will be coming to an end soon. Also coming out, Magneto #20. And this is going to be wrapping up the Magneto story arc until the end of the Secret Wars Battle World, where they're going to bring out the Magneto storyline again, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be pretty amazing. Also coming out, Marvel Zombies #2, another tie-in to the Secret Wars Battle World story arc. You know, just take it for granted that every single Marvel issue for the next month and a half is going to be tie-in to the Secret Wars Battle World thing. Thank you, Marvel, for making us purchase more comics.
Also, Old Man Logan #3. Now, from what I understand, now this could be just, rumors, but What I've heard is that the next Wolverine movie will be based off of Old Man Logan. Now, how much truth that there is to that, I'm not 100% sure. But it'd be pretty cool to see that version.
But is it going to be the Old Man Logan from the Secret Wars Battle World, or the Old Man Logan from the original story arc of Old Man Logan?
I'm venturing to say off of the old version, off the original version.
Out Rick and Morty number 4. If you love Rick and Morty, the TV show, you're going to love the comic just as much. That concludes everything that came out, that's going to be coming out this week. While we're off subject here, let's move on to off topic. Ant-Man, the movie just came out.
Don't ruin it for me. I'm seeing it here in like 30 minutes.
I'm not going to ruin it for you or me. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie. To help spoil.
No.
Justice League Gods and Monsters. I saw that last night in between doing laundry because I'm a grown-up, so that's what we got to do. Laundry till 3 o'clock in the morning.
What is laundry?
So yeah, if you have a chance to see that, it's a great movie. I said it a minute ago. Hispanic Superman, I'm sold. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to hear us talk about? Please leave a comment. Tell us what you want to know. Tell us what your favorite picks of the week are. Tell us what you think about our haircuts.
Tell us if we got something wrong. If you think that, if you read something different than we did.
Yeah.
Okay, for us today, my buddy just keeps wanting to bless him with his Kool-Aid t-shirt just so we can say, oh yeah.
Okay.
No. All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for stopping.